Hi, my name is Biermann. Today we'll be discussing the difficulties of running and starting up, operating a small business. Small business makes up about 99.7% of all businesses in the United States, which is roughly 5.71 million companies. This is a huge part of the United States economy, yet so many of these small businesses are failing. Only 2/3 will survive 2 years in, 50% will survive the 5-year mark, and only 1/3 will survive 10 years in business. So we're going to look at why there's such a high failure rate in these small businesses. 3 of the big ones are managerial inexperience, coping with growth, and high stress levels. The managerial inexperience is a big thing. Many people try and start up a new business. They have good ideas. They just lack the experience and knowledge of how to run the day-to-day operations of a small business. Things like handling and dealing with employees. Usually a small business has they can have anywhere up to 50 employees, so that's a lot of people that you have to deal with and try and please. You also have dealing with finances, things like the money intake, how is the business growing, how to pay your employees, what to pay your employees. Things like that can be a difficult task to manage, especially if you don't have the experience in doing so. Like I said, a lot of these people have good ideas. They just don't know how to run a new business or operation. They just have the good idea that goes with it. Another thing that causes failure in small businesses would be the inability to cope with growth. So if these businesses do get up and they start doing good, a lot of them, maybe they get new customers in and a lot of new people, they can't handle the clientele or the growing clientele. So say if they were going from 10 clients to 50 and they don't have the manpower or the resources or the time to help these people, these growing clientele, they're going to get a bad reputation. They're going to start losing clientele, and then their business is just going to begin to fail. With the growth, there's a lot of things like not having the resources. So if you don't have the resources, then you can't make the product for the clients that are buying it, and they're obviously going to get mad because then whatever you're making or doing may not be on time. And you're gonna have to spend more time doing that, and you're gonna make the clients mad, and therefore give yourself a bad reputation, and you're gonna lose a lot of clientele. Another big part that all combines together with this, that is a big failure, a big reason why businesses fail, is the high stress levels. With both these managerial inexperience and the ability to cope with growth, you're going to have a lot of stress, especially if you're a new business. You just like things like finances are going to be really stressful for you. You're going to have to try and figure out if the business is failing or succeeding, what you can do if it is failing, or how you can continue to succeed. A lot of stuff like dealing with your employees can be very stressful if they're not happy, if they're getting on you, or you guys are arguing a lot. And also things such as you're going to be doing multiple jobs at once. So you may be having to clean stuff, you may be having to make materials or stuff for your clients. You're going to have multiple jobs going on that you're going to have to handle, as well as you're going to have the financial burden that everything's on you, that you put this money in to open the business, and if it's failing, then it's on you, and you're going to have to somehow repay that money or make that money back. But if you have a family at home to feed and you're counting on this business to succeed, then it's going to be very stressful if you're not doing well, because you're going to have to try and figure out a way to do well. So these are probably the three biggest reasons why businesses, especially small businesses, seem to fail. There's plenty of other reasons, but I think these are the three biggest reasons why. And yeah, if these businesses can succeed, obviously they're a big part of the economy. There's 99.7% of all businesses. So if they can overcome these three obstacles as well as a couple others, they will be able to succeed. But I think these are the three reasons why it's so hard to open a small business, and not only open it, but maintain it and have a successful business. And I appreciate you for listening.